Day one, we have gout in Madrid.
The lip combo that I've used. Okay, welcome to our Madrid vlog. We have just checked into our room. I am quickly putting some curls in my hair. It is about 1:45 and we have not eaten because our flight was at the crack of dawn, and we have booked into a place that actually has multiple locations. I'm pretty sure this one we found on Somebody Feed Phil, which is like one of our favorite food shows. So we are very optimistic because it looked unreal on the show. So anyway, we've booked that for 2:15. We're so excited. I'm gonna get changed and we're gonna hit the road, so I'll bring you along.
So far, I wouldn't feel that comfortable. He was a little bit grumpy, so I'm a little bit scared to ask for what I want with the food. Also, when we were ordering, he was like telling us not to order anymore, which I find a little bit irritating because we have big appetites and we haven't ordered breakfast. So anyway, so far, shit, we need that. That's what I wanted, and I was too afraid to ask because he was a grump. Ask him. We need to point. Okay, well, I'll just keep you in the loop. This is the best combination.
We're on our way to the park because we have like 4 hours until we have dinner reservations. We haven't actually planned anything for today, so we are going to go strolling to the park, and Connor just grabbed himself a Coke Zero, and yeah.
We're just back at the hotel and we're gonna go have a look at the gym just in case we want to go in the morning. In case it's raining, we can't go running.
So yeah, you do a bit of Pilates.
So we're just back in the room. The gym is okay, but at least there's a bit of room there if I want to. I brought my little bala weights, ankle weights, and a resistance band so I can do some Pilates. And Connor might even do some with me. But we are gonna take a little rest now because we feel like we've been walking for ages. We've been up since 5. We're trying to figure out the TV. Hopefully we can get some Netflix because it's 3 hours until dinner. The restaurant doesn't open until 8:30. Like, we're like 6 p.m. eaters, so that's one negative for Madrid. Our lunch earlier actually got so much better, and the waiter certainly warmed up very quickly. And the food, Connor, what would we give it?
Ooh. It's rated highly.
Yeah, I would say an 8. An 8 out of 10. There were 2 dishes that I would axe, the patatas bravas and the artichoke, but the prawn pil was the best prawn pil.
That was 10.
That was 10 I've ever had. The Spanish omelette, so good. Those potatoes with egg and jamon, oh my god. Just, and the croquetas. People get so jizzed up about croquetas when they're on menus, and they come and I'm like, this is bland. These were perfectly crispy and the potato on the inside was so blended, but it was blended with some sort of cheese. So it was like cheesy potato with bits of ham in it. It was so good. Yeah, and then we strolled through the park, which was gorgeous. I'm praying that it just stays like the weather was today, which wasn't great, but it was really mild and cloudy, but that was fine, because we really want to go do those boats tomorrow, and they said that if it's raining, the boats don't go, and it looks like it's meant to rain for the next 3 days while we're here. So I really want to do those boats because I feel like it'll be a lot of organised fun. Don't you, Connor?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have a loadie now and build our appetite for dinner. So
You
Connor
see
just
there?
said,
You see that code? Sorry, go on.
sorry, I was just gonna say that you said that nobody knows what a loadie is. A loadie. Where does it even come from?
A load off.
A load off.
I'll take a load off.
Okay, well, take a little resty. And Connor has now said that he's very worried about the TV, which makes me panic. Because if we can't have a little Netflix each day while we have no child and a hotel room to chill in, what the hell are we going to do? We didn't bring our laptops.
This first.
Yeah.
Do I ask as a roll?
What is Oh, like a little ham and cheese toasty.
It's like it looks like red peppers now.
Stop. What sort of crema? Ooh. So we're back in bed after that dinner. We have the gout. Day one, we have gout in Madrid. So I had this like genius plan because I had so many good like food places. I don't know if I waffled about this yesterday in my other vlog, but I was like, you know, breakfast is breakfast. Like breakfast is the same everywhere, basically in all cities, unless you're in like Paris for croissants or Copenhagen for the yummy Danishes. It's like breakfast is the same everywhere, so let's just skip breakfast and do a big lunch and a big dinner. And it just fucked us completely. Like, Spanish food isn't light, we'll say that much. So anyway, both meals were absolutely amazing, but I actually couldn't enjoy tonight's meal that much because I was just so full. So it was too much. So tomorrow we've planned to go back to what we usually do when we go on holidays, which is have a breakfast and a coffee. I usually then just don't eat for the rest of the day. Connor might get a little nibble and then have a massive dinner, and I'll actually enjoy the meal. So that's what we plan on doing tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna go, we're gonna put something on now on my phone because we don't have the TV, it doesn't have Netflix, and we forgot to bring our laptop. So we're gonna watch something. We're watching, what's it called, Connor? Adolescence, which is not the most comfortable thing to watch, but anyway, it's very good, and it's got, what's his name, Connor? Stephen Graham. He's in it, and anything Stephen Graham is in is like
I think he wrote it.
Yeah, and he wrote it. The best thing. He's just, it's always really tough watching that whatever he's in. It's always kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, kind of grinds on your, I don't know, it's like nails on the wall kind of thing. Anyway, we're gonna go to bed now, and in the morning I'll bring you along for day 2 in Madrid.
I've showered and done most of my makeup. We are about to go on day 2 of Madrid and actually not sure what we're doing. We've had a coffee. I've obviously been to the gym. I am about to use, I bought this yesterday, or Connor actually very kindly bought it for me yesterday in Sephora for my birthday. I saw this on Sarah Ashcroft and she had been to a Casa event in London, and this is their latest setting powder, and I actually don't have what are they, pressed setting powder. I have the loose one. You know, I love the Huda Beauty loose setting powder, but she tried this and really recommended it. I love a pink one because, you know, I love pink tones. So I'm gonna give this a go. I actually don't have any kind of brush, so I'm gonna try and use my little sponge. The lighting in here isn't great, but I'm gonna just try. Oh yeah, I can see already in the mirror. I think you can actually see it as well. I just feel fixed setting or set setting powders are way easier to use. God, it's very similar to the Huda Beauty, but yeah, I feel just like easier to use. And maybe even a little bit more even because it's not loose. Sometimes the Huda Beauty can kind of go on a little bit uneven, but I love that. So excited about that. That is the Candy Cloud set. So today we are gonna do some galleries in the afternoon because it is meant to rain basically all weekend. So we're gonna try and get a little bit of walking in this morning. On our way to drinks last night, we walked on this really cool street. I'll put it in, I'm gonna basically put like our entire itinerary down in the description box, and also I'm gonna include places that we didn't get to go because we just don't have enough time. But last night, this street, like I feel like if you just went to this street, if you didn't have any reservations or anything, you'd find like a really cool bar or restaurant. But they also had really cool interior shops and kind of clothes boutiques. I really want to go and check out and just have a little browse. So we're going to do that this morning while it's not raining, because I feel like we're going to be doing basically taxis all weekend, which is very annoying because walking around the city is like our favorite thing to do. Every time I do a YouTube, I get questions about the lip combo that I've used. So I'm going to do that now with you guys. So usually before I start my makeup, I'll put on the Laneige sleeping mask, just because I have really, really dry lips. So it means that when I put my lip pencil on, it's just not, it doesn't feel like it's scraping across my skin. So this is the MAC Boldly Bare lip liner, which I find it very hard to find a replacement for. I do quite a lot of over painting or overlining, as you can tell. I feel like this is kind of a pinky, nudie, peachy color. And then I go in with my Summer Fridays lip butter, again, because I'm just so dry. And sometimes that's it, because it's so good. But in the last vlog, I was actually using my NARS lip gloss in Unlaced, which is very nudie pink. And you only need a teeny tiny bit. So that is what I am using today. A lot of the time, it's the YSL in shade 44. Love this one. It's basically like a lip gloss lipstick. And then I won't even share the MAC lipsticks that are the ones that I always use because they're actually discontinued, which is just insane. Hue and Pure Zen, they're like the best lipsticks of all time, but discontinued by MAC. Anyway, let's get into today. So we are just walking over to Alma and there is a queue. So let's queue up. Yeah. Guys, it smells so good.
Un croissant de almendra.
best thing I've ever had.
Yeah. One of the best pastry I've ever
Yeah,
had.
best pastry I've ever had. Fuck. It started with the best.
Is it glazed with something?
Glazed with Alma. The consistency of the outside is like a creme brulee. You know that like crack?
Yeah.
And then perfectly soft on the inside. Okay, this is like a Swiss with chocolate and orange custard. Very different.
There's like the perfect amount of orange and chocolate in it.
After the cardamom, it's like not a patch, but it's still
The pastry is
the
amazing.
pastry is
Perfect. The best one, the almond croissant is that nice.
my god. Another watery one.
Careful. Look.
That's the third coffee now that we have had to go and try and get. The one in the hotel was pretty crap. Alma was water. We just went somewhere else. Again, water. And then we went to this place, that place that looks really good. And it was rated like really high online. Yeah. And it's water. So Spanish coffee as well. So we tried to get into the Prado Museum, but the queue was, I'm just not good for queues, so shame on us for not organising and booking. Anyway, we are now walking in the rain to this contemporary gallery that my dad recommended, and it has some kind of modern abstract art, so we're gonna go there and have a little mosey. I am still stuffed after my croissants earlier. I don't know if we had a lowdown of that cafe earlier, or the bakery from this morning, Alma. We have decided definitely the best pastries we've ever had. If you're going, please get the cardamom bun. But yeah, we are gonna see where the day takes us, because we haven't really made many plans after this gallery.
Friday 10 a.m. I'm all about the Zoom or runners now.
Okay, we've been back to the room, had our little rest. We went to Honest Greens. So Honest Greens was opened literally only a few months after we moved to Lisbon on our street, and we never knew what Honest Greens was. And then it very quickly became our, like, I don't know how many times a week we used to eat there, so much. Yeah. lunch, dinner, takeaway, sit in. Anyway, we've missed it so much. It's such a good place, and it's kind of, it's very casual, so we didn't think we were going to go while in Spain, but it was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. Even though we spent how long in the queue?
Yeah, like 20 minutes or something. It was always like that, and it's like that in Lisbon as well. It's
And then
like
waited for the food.
and then you wait for the food.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it.
But oh yeah, when the food comes, it's just the best salad place, and it's actually better than I remember, just because it's been so long. I think since we had it. It was yeah, delish.
Delish. Connor goes for the Latin lover and adds falafel. Is this the way?
This is the way, yeah.
So yeah, anyway, oh shit, battery's gonna go. Anyway, so we were actually gonna go to Hermanas Vinagre for dinner, but I didn't really eat lunch, so I'm starving, and it's very tapasy, very small plate, so we're gonna go there for a drink because it looks really cool, and then we're gonna go to Los 33, try and get a table there for dinner. So changed up the plans a little bit, but I'm excited that we get to show you two places.
Will I take a selfie?
So you can get, I don't mind a little bit of sugar.
Yeah.
Chocolate's lovely.
Perfect.
But I need more cinnamon or sugar.
There's a bit of icing sugar.
Hello, we are in a taxi. It's now day 3 in Madrid. And we had a bit of a slow start. We actually managed to have a lie-on, which was so nice, and then had coffee in the hotel. And yeah, it was raining all morning, so I think that slowed us down as well. It's kind of managed to clear up a little bit. So we yesterday booked tickets to the Reina Sofia Museum, which is the contemporary art museum, and it has like loads of Picasso, including the Guernica, which is like the main thing in Madrid. So thank God we're getting to see that. Because as you saw yesterday, we did not get to even get into that gallery that my dad recommended, because we walked all the way there and it was closed. We had a few of those hiccups yesterday. Actually, just looking at myself now in the camera, loving that Cosas, what's it called? Powder, setting powder. Thank you, Connor.
Loving yourself.
Loving myself. No, I'm loving the powder and what it's doing to myself.
Oh yeah.
I actually, looking there anyway, I think it's actually better than the Huda Beauty one that I have. I got a taste for Sephora that day and I want to go back today, so I'm going to do that. And we booked a place for dinner tonight that I don't know if I'm excited about, but we'll get excited, I think. No, we'll see if I get excited.
Yeah.
We might change it if I'm not. It's a bit I just don't think I'm like mad for Spanish food, but just kind of throwing me a little bit. Food is usually the most exciting part of a holiday for me, but we also think we were going to do a burger place that we found and it looks amazing, but we might just go back to Honest Greens because we loved it so much yesterday. And yeah, that's our plan for the day, so I'll bring you along. Tomorrow we go home. I'm definitely starting to miss Abe now today, which is pretty good. He is having an absolute ball, pretty much hasn't asked for us once, and yeah.
I'm so excited.
Look at that massive falafel you got. Basic gas. Turkish delish.
So yes, the sun does exist in Madrid. There it is, peeping out on our last morning. We just went for a little breakfast before we're gonna go home and pack and leave Madrid. And I say good riddance, Madrid. We have had obviously an amazing time. We've loved being away and we're so glad we tried Madrid, but I don't know. Well, I suppose it's one of those places that once you've been, you've been. Last night, the food was very disappointing. I wouldn't recommend that place for dinner, really. It was such nice service, but no, not for dinner. We went, I actually forgot to check in after our dinner on our second night in Los 33, which we loved. You have to book, and we didn't book, so they gave us a table for an hour. We were very lucky to get in, and the food was excellent and the place is so buzzy. And we actually went there last night for a little drink, as I probably showed you, and it was just so cozy, and we would really recommend going back. I would go back there in a heartbeat to Los 33. And then we queued in that Jack's Library, that speakeasy, and by the time we got to the top of the queue, it was still raining, it was freezing, and we had our reservation in the other restaurant, so we were like, F this, let's just go. So we ended up leaving and going to the restaurant, and it wasn't great. So anyway, overall, we've had a good time, and we're ready to say adios, Madrid. Any other last final words, Conrad?
No, I think only to rate it out of 10.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Well, yeah, I've done my rating.
What did you do?
Oh, it's this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
I rated, unfortunately, Madrid a 4, but that was including the rain, which is just so hard to look past. It just affected our entire trip. Like, we really didn't get to do a lot of the walking that we enjoy doing. We didn't get to do the boats because they were closed. So yeah, I rated it a 4.
Yeah,
in comparison to the other cities we go to. Like,
I gave it a 6, but I would give it a 5.